Welcome to another Tuesday morning talk. And I'm coming live from Cabo San Lucas, or more like San Jose, which is down the street from Cabo. But this place is um, Cabo Azul. Cabo Azul. I've been here many years ago, and it's really built up the place. So today's topic is getting paid for two sides of a coin. Which side is most important? Experience or paycheck? Which one should come first? All right. So, two sides of a coin. Which one's most important? You have the experience route where you work to gain experience, then you have a route where you just try to earn a paycheck. And sometimes both of these things happen at one time. One thing I will tell you is once I figured out what I was doing as a profession and I knew I was good at it, you couldn't tell me shit. Right? You couldn't tell me what my rate should be. You couldn't tell me when to come to work, when I shouldn't work, It was all in my control, right? But I did do the work up front to get the experience that I needed to be a professional, right? I didn't try to skip the part where, I got my experience. I'm just gonna take the paycheck, up front, get paid a little bit of money up front, and then never be able to progress forward, right? I mean, I've seen a lot of people do this, especially in my particular industry, where they took the money first instead of learning the craft. So once you learn that craft, it's hard for anyone to take that from you. I mean, I don't know how you can get it back. You can't get it back. Impossible, right? Impossible. So I always put the horse before the cart. When I started, first of all, I didn't feel professional enough. So I took more certs than I needed to take to get started, right? I walked through the door, and then I seen the rest of the people working, and I saw that I had prepared myself better than most of the people who had walked through the door. But then I seen that an opportunity had presented itself to me, that because I was over-prepared, that I could actually add some more on top of this thing and make sure that I could make a solid living doing this, right? Because I had no idea that I was that far in front of my peers, right? So I decided to stay at the health club for some years, and I've approximately stayed at the health club for 5 years, right? And at the time, people did that. They made like solid livings at the health club, right? They didn't run out to be on their own so fast because it wasn't an instant like society at that time, right? So as I went down the path, it served me well because I actually had built up a reputation, I built up skill sets, I built up my confidence, all these things that you couldn't take from me. There was no way that an individual was gonna come to me and tell me anything about any of that stuff. So then the paycheck followed, right? Then I was able to go out on my own and bring other people along with me because I was solid, right? I was solid. All those other people who elected to skip that portion, they started little bullshit and they stayed little bullshit. They could never support more than themselves, right? Because they didn't do the work. They couldn't teach other people how to build, how to work through problems because they hadn't done it themselves, right? They didn't have enough repetition. So all I'm saying is if you plan on having other people up under you, it's very difficult to go about doing that when you skip all of these things, right? I don't even know how you make that. You can't make that up. You can't make it up. I can't make up all those scenarios that took place with the 1,500 hours of work that I did in the health club. I did 15,000 hours. I did 15,000 hours there before I left the health club. And I see people now that skip the whole thing, take a cert, open a gym, and they're out there doing bullshit, right? And even if they can do something for themselves, they can't teach the other guy that's got different problems how to address these problems and how to fix these things. I learned all these things working there and taking those reps. I've never been mad at the people that I worked for. I never was one of those people to leave that situation and think that they did this to me, they did, nah, that's some bullshit. All you people that's like that, you full of shit. Because you can leave, and you don't. You stay there and you put up with bullshit. That's your ass. right? I wasn't with that, man. You know, they didn't always do, you know, the best things for everybody either, but I understood they were running a company, and their objective was making money. So I just got in line where I needed to get in line. But I learned all this stuff, and I got all those reps by sitting down and saying I was going to do all this stuff first. And we're talking about a guy who had already ran multiple businesses. I had already ran 3 legitimate businesses before I went in to be a trainer the first time, and I still stayed for 5 years and learned my reps. So I'm just gonna say, some of you people, you put the cart before the horse, right? And then you wonder why you have problems. Of course you're gonna have a fucking problem. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Like, you know, if you don't put the cart before the horse, you're setting yourself up for success. And I know that might seem a little bit harder than how I'm saying it right now, but it's always going to be easier to deal with your problems up front, right? You set the proper foundation at the beginning, the sky's the limit, right? But if you elect to take the short route, just imagine how many people taking that short route, what group you're going to be in, right? Only a couple of people was doing all the stuff that I was doing. You know what? Me and all those people, we went out and we started the boutique fitness craze. All of us started that. The rest of you dudes stayed, did whatever the hell you was doing, whatnot. But you know, most of those people, they put the work in. They was the rock stars in the big gym. And then they went out and they started their own shit. They wasn't like, I went and took a surge, I just opened the gym. That's not what they did, right? Not most of them. You're going to go find these people. There's only going to be a few of them. Until next week, I'm going to talk to you later.